Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from Foxborough. Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Brought in right side by Moore. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Thompson Robinson now. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. That throw finds Komet. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. One's out and cut on the right side. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. left side. And in for the Chicago touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Devin White hauls him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Williams coming in motion right. From the 33 on 2nd down. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's go. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Into the hands of Kittle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Trying it right side with Etienne. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
To throw, here's May. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Set.
On play action, here's May. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, New England! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. We've got a close one here. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Lone back gets the handoff. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third down, 1 yard to go. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
70 line. Here we go. Set.
That's into the hands of Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Chicago first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They've got first down from the 31. Has the connection to Adunze. Running in the red zone. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 on the play. It's going to be 5 to go on 4th down. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. They throw it out quick to the left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Bears with a chance to add to their lead. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Touchdown, Chicago! All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Bears grow their lead to 8. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Going play action, May. Buys time, rolling right. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
May not have throw on third. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The ball is loose. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction, they're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. That's taken in by Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's go.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, it's May. He's on the move. He can run it. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Bears pick it up. Headed the other way.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. First down, and they go right back to him. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Kittle brings it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's May. He fires one deep down the left side. He's got it. Looks like the feeder inbounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. This play goes for 36. And that's a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go now. Check go.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he's able to push forward and get them to the 34. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
He's back to throw. He's got time here. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw, Thompson Robinson. He finds Odunze running the slant. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Right up the gut. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Going ground game again here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears push their lead further to start the half. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears lead by 15 now. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
May now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Smith. And the Bears take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Ready?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready? Ready?
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Running in the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty drops him at the 1, so they've got a couple of shots left at it. It's 2nd and goal. Swift. And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears grow the lead now to 22 points. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Devin White hauls him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Let's go now.
Made a throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. They need just the right call here on 4th down. Quick throw, finds about right. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Here's ETN. A lot of grass ahead. 30. The 10. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense. But he doesn't make it across, and the two-point try fails. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.